Hello, hello, Eli. People, today is gonna be a day. Today is gonna be a day. Today, you see, I believe I have a gift. I really do believe I have a gift. I strongly believe I have a gift. Roro Sake show here. That Roro will be show. Call your friends. This is not a Heineken. This is just a drink. This is a Pepsi kind of a drink from the United States of America. The people, c'est mon nous nous parler bon matin. And today I want to confess and I want to say with confidence, I can say with confidence that this is my calling. This is my calling. The reason why I'm saying that, I have made up my mind so many times to stop doing KKRL news. I have made up my mind so many times to stop doing KKRL news. But the more I try, things are happening. I'm getting reports. I'm getting records. People are telling me what is happening in the Caribbean, in St. Lucia. And let me tell you something. This rural section there will be a rural section that you'll have to listen carefully and you'll have to share to your friends today, tomorrow. It is important, people. No matter what is going on in the news right now, you need to share this information. You need to share what I'm about to say right now because this is critical for how we were blinded in St. Lucia, okay? How we were blinded by the master magician, Richard Frederick. How we were blinded by the master magician, Richard Frederick. This is details I'm going to give you there. This man is a master magician. He blinded us, and we all, up to this day, we are believing in him right now. Because he's still using some of his tricks. But I have uncovered many of his tricks. I have uncovered many of his tricks. Let me start by saying good morning. And I made a quick KKR when I was on my bed this morning. And I said to y'all, I don't want to hear anything anybody have to say about me. I don't watch any programs. If it's not the news, Rive Morning, or maybe Daniel Shelton, or maybe somebody that's going to give you information. Okay? I don't really listen to anything else because I am funny enough for myself. I love myself. I go to work, I laugh every day. The people at my job laugh. The people on the bus laugh. Everywhere I go, I laugh. So I am the person I love. There's nobody out there I love like me. I am good at what I do. I enjoy KKR. So listen to me. So y'all don't say me nothing. But let me tell you, somebody called me and tell me, oh, they said something about your wife. I said, listen, stop. Pardon me. But one thing I can tell you, I've been doing KKR for 14 years. She knew very well what I do. That, and I always said I never want to marry a solution. Never want to marry a solution. The reason why I say that is not that solutions are not good. That wasn't the reason. My comedic skills, what I say on Facebook, what I do on Facebook, my papi show on Facebook, I enjoy to the max. The only person that I care about, if he didn't like it, was my daughter. But my daughter liked my band. She don't understand patois, a lot of the things. She don't even know what's going on in the political world. But she liked my comedy, my dancing and stuff like that. So she enjoys it, I care. But I don't care if nobody else who comes into my life, who knows that's what I like. It's like if you meet a woman that like to shop, or you meet a woman that like to go and dance, and you want to come and tell that woman that's not what to do. You have to respect people, and if you cannot deal with the situation, you do not come in that situation. You calculate it before you do these kind of things. Because my happiness is paramount. Let me repeat that. KKR happiness is paramount. My medical happiness, person, except my daughter. My happiness is what's important. I've been happy my whole life. No matter Sisi will volame, Sisa volame, I've been happy. This must always tell me, guys, I know how you're always happy. And I'm coming to this must and Randy and Prosper in a midday. But let me continue what I'm saying. I don't like nobody. And I'm coming to the SSU. I'm coming to Richard Frederick. I'm coming to all of you all on the platform. But listen to me. Just put that in your mind. Don't tell me anything people say about me. I don't want to hate. If you are my friend and you know something is going to hurt me, why would you tell me? And number two, all those who are in this political realm, be ready for what you get. That is what politics is about. You want to be on social, and I want to tell everybody, and I want you to repeat that one more time to y'all. Y'all are new to Facebook, a lot of y'all. There is not a single person that can tell me that in 2018, more Diana Charles, I had never taken so much power like that in my life. Then Diana, I am better Devonte. Devonte foute power. Diana come and say, hey, I forgive me, I sorry. So I'm telling y'all are new to this platform. Y'all are new to the world of ferociousness. Stay out of it if you cannot deal with it. If you attack someone, expect to get an attack back. Now, me personally, I don't mess with too many of the surrogates that's on Facebook anymore because I am there to focus on politics. So I deal with the politicians, right? So I just, somebody give a joke here and there. But listen to them. I'll come to Richard Frederick. But before I come to Richard Frederick, let me give you all some good news. I was watching Rev TV, whatever they call it, with Andre Paul. And I just want to tell you, I saw Nancy Charles, and she made such a profound statement that independence was nice and everybody tried to be together. It is our duty, it is our job to come together when it's the time to come together. And when it's time to come back and campaign and give people power, it's time to give campaign and give power and show you all the facts and what is going on in St. Lucia. And you all are there as the jury. You all can decide if what I'm saying makes sense, if what Richard makes sense, if this one makes sense. And again, I want to say my human bell from Nancy Bell. Nancy Sambel for me. Nancy Sambel. I just want to say, Nancy, you're pretty. Now, let me go to what I was about to say. Richard Frederick will be last. Technically last. I'll tell him about what I have to tell him. But right now, let me say something to Robbie and Randy. This morning I spoke to Randy, and Randy said, Cleo, guys, I think you are Papi Show, taking it as a joke. I'm not getting vexed with what you're saying. But Robbie called him and Robbie tell him, a lady coming from St. Lucia and tell me Robbie is crying. And let me tell you all something. When somebody says something about you, whether it's comedy or if it's not true, don't show no reaction. So maybe some of the things I say about Robbie is true, which I didn't think it was true. Because as I said, I amplify people or I magnify, I minimize the people when it comes to comedy. Like when I go by Dismas, I've been with Dismas my whole life. We've been together, friends, Lynn Dismas my whole life. I've known everybody who come in and out of Dismas's house, or what kind of character the person they have. Who is the person? I know Jean Sanchez very well. She used to be with us. She had a how do you call that laugh? A contagious laugh. When Jean laughed, Jean used to, I know everything about Jean. Jean was good friends with my brothers. Jean used to quarrel with Big John. But Big John Mati did be Jean. Big John Mati. We know who we know. We know we used to come Snacky. When we had no green card, Snacky said, I tell Snacky they'll confiscate y'all. So I know Snacky. I know who will be around us again. Clinton Reynolds. I know Kayla. Clinton Reynolds. Okay, when I emphasize things like he's a very nice Christian guy, I will magnify that. Now, if me and Kayla in someone we take a little bit of drink, I will say Kayla Kabawam, but Kayla not really an alcoholic. So Kayla will not take me serious. Kayla know I am. So people need to understand the satirical behavior, the things I say. You all have to know what is true, what is funny, what is exaggeration. But since y'all don't know, look, I put a poster of George Bush, this isn't meant for St. Lucia. This is an AI-generated thing. But people are so uneducated, they say, look what Bush said to what's his name? No, okay. But anyway, forget about it. The point is, Randy spoke to me, and Randy, I tell Randy said, "Cause how you say we eating this much food?" I say, Randy, I've been there with you. Me, you, Robbie, we eating at this much all the time. We just eat at this much. You just come. Randy just come to this much house. Randy just bring things for this much. Me bomata edi mo buy this much gas and gaso. You buy this much. If me tank this much gas, I keep buy this much and we have. This much put Mrs. Much pamina ko country everybody. So we all have this connection, and I will just exaggerate it. But Randy knows that we are friends and we are always gonna be friends. Robbie in Mahasaki Vey. Robbie is too personal, and I'm telling you that because you, Robbie, you have to learn to be funny, learn to understand things. Bagay you dima about Bradley. Robbie, think about Bradley Tillman, I'm saying, but why is it that this is so close? Let me tell you something. My when I put a back, I base it on what Dismas, okay? Because Dismas is one of the nicest persons in the world. May for a mistake, Subagay Lebasa. Because after so long, Richard Kuyene took more. But let me go back. Let me go to Robbie. Robbie, I'm your friend. It's a joke. Last Kuye Dismas like Jiwe Dismas. He calling Dismas Jiwe Dismas. Why are you worried about? Because I say you all eating Dismas food. We just eat, we all sit in there. Dismas is a giver. When they have American Association, Dismas come in there, cut it a manger, cut it a drink. He just love to give. Tirasta Atemal, Modi Dismas, give him something. Dismas by Tirasta $500. Yes, Tirasta. Then another guy from Viewfort UWP. It broke. This must buy us $1. This must listen to me. Anything I need, if I need help, this must will give it to me. So, Robbie, you know this must is a very good man. And when I'm talking about that, stop cursing them now. We are having fun. Get yourself together. Last Jiwe. All right. Now, further in the news. Now, what happened there? What happened to my tab? My thing disappeared one day. But my thing disappeared. Oh, yo. I can't find it. Hold on. Where's my string yard? Kote string yard, yeah, Monday. Where's my string yard? Oh, I'm back. Après, moi, dépêche. Moi, disparu. Moi, c'est Richard qui fait them with them. But anyway, let me just speak to you all. Let us get to the policemen right now, the SSU. Excuse me. Let us get to the SSU. So today, as I told you in Solution, whatever I post, whatever I see it on social media. I'm not the one putting it there. I see it from somebody. Somebody posted a video of the SSU at a funeral, at a burial at the cemetery, not a cemetery like you all say. They say, a cemetery. It's a cemetery. I saw you all at the cemetery about to put somebody in the grave. Bugahamo. And there was a bunch of guys, and as you can see, they look, but the police have intel. I don't have the intel. I'm just making this assumption. A lot of those guys, they look like they're gangsters, right? They look like they're gangsters. Young boys look like they're ready to beat. You can see the way they dress, like shabarangs. They look like gangsters. So the police, the SS, I don't know if they're SSU or just special police from Viewfort. They were at the funeral. Now, I heard somebody in the background saying, oh, what the police doing there, what the police doing there. First of all, just getting the intel about this funeral, whoever did that job was very good at getting the intel so that people know that it is a gang-related burial. Now, one thing y'all don't remember, in Jackmel, there have been many funerals in Jackmel. They have killed my nephew in Jackmel. They look for it, they get it. They were part of gangs. There was a funeral in Jackmel. And whilst at the funeral, the guy who died, there's a man standing right there. The gang members came in and shot the guy at the funeral and killed the guy, okay? They killed the guy at the funeral, the guy from Jackmel, Yochoi, at the funeral. The last funeral they had in Castries as well. They had the funeral in Castries. The gang members, that's when they buried my nephew. The gang members were following each other. And one of them, they had a problem with his car. And whilst he was passing close to the graveyard, they shot him. They shot two people. I think both died. There's a pattern of gang members when they are dying, they are walking with guns, and there could be a shooting. Family members who are innocent because they say, my nephew, he's part of a gang. They kill him. I'm not part of a gang. I don't know anything about the gang. And I decide to go to my cousin's funeral. And they decide to come and start a shooting. I could be killed. C'est pour ça que personne qui m'a marqué funeral. Tout ça m'a cette ici marqué. Tellement ils ont tout vivant. Moi pas qu'un funeral because it has become a war zone in Solution. So I want to applaud the policemen. I want to give the commissioner credit for that one. Now, those young boys who think they were bullies and saying, oh, why police there? Police there. No. The police had the right to be there. They may have an actual. They found the firearm. In fact, I don't know if they found the firearm because they did not show the video of it. But they arrested a young boy because I saw the police searching a few of them. A young boy was arrested. Okay, I don't know why they arrested him, but as I said, the word preponderance, based on the preponderance of the evidence, they were searching. They were searching. So obviously they may have found something. It could be a weapon or a firearm. Something was found, or he may have a warrant. We don't know the details. But as you can see, he was arrested, and there had to be probable cause. There had to be probable cause for them to arrest this person. We don't know what the probable cause was, and most likely that guy, he will be sent back home immediately because of the way the system is. The police officers are not trained in terms of keeping evidence and writing proper statements of the event that happened. So if you arrest a boy, most of them will say, "Me say I had a gun, guys." No, you all need to learn to write properly as police officers. That is why what's his name, Alberton Richelieu gets everybody dismissed. Okay, because he's an educated lawyer and he has studied the law, and every word. Listen, I myself, I'm not going to tell you. I used to go to court in New York. Chakla human ticket. Tout ticket got dismissed. Je me prends la ticket and Judge Kahele. Sir, we'll give you 3 months. I said, no, I don't want no suspension. No, I'm not go. He dismissed it. So you have to listen to every word. When you write a statement on February 17, 10:45 p.m. at the funeral in Beaufort under the Savannah, there was this guy with a gun on his left side, right next to his cot, 6 minutes away from his petawazam. We approached him in a manner and asked him to identify himself. May you pakai report? You just I would say, "Muna, I wear one, you can fatty bomb, and you can dismiss." But that is why there's more criminals outside than inside. But I still applaud him. I applaud him for coming in there and making sure that there was no more violent activity over there, because they got that information and they came in and protected the place. So those civilians who were out there talking their crap and the policemen, it cannot be a double standard. When the police comes and slaps somebody, a civilian, he must be reprimanded. That is not how you operate the law. But also, when there is a crime and when there is suspicions of activities that may suspicious activities, and you know there are people who's the criminal, everybody know who's the murderer, everybody know who they sell drugs, everybody know, you just cannot say it in public. Everybody know who's a make bomb, everybody know who's woman tie them, everybody know everything. Okay? We all know everything in St. Lucia. So the police got the information and they went there and they apprehended one guy, and that was perfect. So I just want to applaud whoever decided to send these officers in there. That was good. And your solutions, it must not be double standard. If the police is doing a great job to prevent more harm on the island, we should all applaud them. This is a great job they're doing. When they make bomb, we can applaud them. Because more they susi. More say chip you are. I was there with my favorite sister-in-law, Lauren Cyril, and Tirasta, I don't know. My shema bagagosa. Madam Mukito. Si mana mo kita mga ale, I don't know. As you come siya mo iya, best problem. But Tirasta, si mana mo kita. Unya jabal beso. Wait till I jabal. Tirasta ka wait on baffin at the kwati. I will never give up my sisters-in-laws, okay? I will talk to the Jabals. I will talk to the sisters-in-laws. I will talk to all the family members. Because when you come to a relationship, two people in a house, do not get involved. Because don't get involved, they may you have a better person. So I don't get involved in family matters, okay? But we got the information, and the police apprehended the guy, and that was great. Now, let me address Richard Frederick. Let me address Richard Frederick. And let me expose Richard Frederick. Now, as I said, if you are in the fire, you're going to deal with the fire. You're in politics. What they say about you, some will be true, some will be half true. Deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, try not to listen to it. But here is what Richard Frederick does. Richard Frederick is a shinya. They call Shasna shinya. But Richard is the biggest shinya, always crying for something. He's a shinya. Okay, he does a lot of nastiness to people, but when it's his turn, he always crying, always going and call somebody to do things for him. So I get some evidence. Somebody called me, and I record the conversation that Richard Frederick had a threesome with Zach. You know, I make a joke out of it to make it worse. But this information came to me. Is it true or is not true? But it's politics. I will put it out there. Okay? You have to say it's not true. And people have to prove. Did you give this young lady a house in the CDC for a result of the threesome? If it's not true, it's not true. Did you give a house with somebody who doesn't live in Castries? Did you give Yadi the piece in front of the waterfall that for him to make his ice cream parlor in the Katlane Bakafini? Because I think the devil is working on all of you all. Nothing will go forward because of the things you all do to people. But what I want to say to Richard Frederick, stop hiding behind your nastiness and make sending people out front to do things for you. You sending what's his name? What's the girl name? What's that guy name? Hanson, to say shit about Maniva to you, cursing people out for you. You giving me things about Maniva. You giving me things about Chasney. You say everything that anybody's gonna say about me right now is you. That's because that's what you do. You sit your ass wherever you are, like a big baby when you hear something about you, and then you say in there, oh, maybe that's your political technique. But people that are out there feeling sorry for Richard, you all need to stop that shit. This is the most dangerous narcissistic motherfucker that ever lived in St. Lucia. That Richard Frederick. Do not cry for this man. Do not feel sorry for this man. The amount of these things this man have told me about other people so I can go after other people for him. This man is a nasty person. He's a dangerous person. And I believe he has the capability of killing someone with his nastiness. I believe he has that heart. I don't know if he ever did it. And all of St. Lucia saying he's doing it. All of St. Lucia saying these things about him. There's more weight on that than otherwise. He is a nasty person. Listen, the guy walks with tons of money in his pocket so they cannot track his credit cards. So he goes, he gives this one money to do this, he gives this one money to campaign. I have a friend in New York, he tried to give her a bunch of money. Okay? So I'm not saying that's not your political thing, but your hypocrisy and sending people say this, say that, say this, say that. Listen, you fail the people of St. Lucia. You lie to the people of St. Lucia. You come in Bexon talking about you're going to make a condo. Just lying to people. When you finish, you make a stupid house. Because I'm a private coming in to tell the cameraman. You are just a waste of time, Richard Frederick. And I want you to challenge me, mano a mano, when you come on Facebook. Don't call Hanson to say things. Oh, Richard have children and Richard have Shasne Patenish. Shasne Patenish. Maniva Bani for me. No Kito, not no Kito, no. What's the girl that he fired? That what's his name? Dismas cousin. If it wasn't Dismas, Monica Fute, Delma, I'm Goldema, Monica Fute, Goldema, Powell, Telma for Richard Frederick. Richard Frederick Bagayoka Dimawa Tifisa. They still think so much later how this woman do this. Lying on the woman. When we can do find out. If the woman that give up the case, they would have sued Richard ass. They had a lawyer already go to sue his ass on everybody. But he always doing these things. And all the policemen that are working for him always tell him, go pay. Go and pay. They have your name there. What you did to that, pay. All the police is in cahoot with Richard. The policemen, they are, not all, sorry for saying that. A lot of the policemen, they are in cahoots with Richard. The Richard Fesse Bagailia, that's a Vin report. You have a queer Richard who settle Wangema. His name is Wangema. Queer Richard Wangema. You see, when you see people out there and you think they clean, it's Wangema. Vous avez décidé de bien faire bagay. Si vous coupez bois, si on veut dans le monde, maman pas fait par le faire Wangema. It is called Wangema, ranchement. That's what he does, a lot of wangement. But he's a nasty fellow. He does a lot of things to people. You see his evilness? His son is gay. And he's not telling people that. And when he finishes, he's abusing gay people, verbally abusing gay people constantly. He have a sister in Brooklyn that have a gay son as well. And yes, still, that sister will come and defend Richard. When Richard talks shit about the gay and lesbian community, his sister will defend him. Richard is a wicked, silly, narcissistic motherfucker. I said that. Tell him I said it. He's an idiot. But I have one thing on his ass. Let him mess with me. These people need to check themselves. You cannot go about sending people to go after people on a daily basis. You want to be clean? Be clean. Nobody can say nothing about you. There are people in Bexo, you have destroyed their lives. They have told me you destroyed their lives and their brothers and their sisters' lives. You, Richard, you have done it. You have friends that have evidence of you in Miami. That's the one you're afraid of, okay? You guys talk to you. I am telling you, you need to stop sending people after people. You, that motherfucker, you need to stop doing it. You need to stand up for yourself and stop making people do things and pretend that you are so goody. You're not good, Richard. Pardon. But you're a narcissist. So you because your narcissistic behavior, it makes you feel what you're doing is right. It makes you feel who will give you the right to take a gun and put by a woman's head when they don't want to have patawazam with you? Who give you the right to fire a shot when people don't agree with you? Who give you the right when somebody pass you on the highway because you have a platform? You come on that platform and disrespect the person, put his plate on number all over the place. Who are you to make police go and arrest people? You are going to pity piton. You standing up there, a police that is sworn. You were a police officer. You are pushing the people. Police officers, you are a very, very bad person, Richard. Your action is bad. It is bad to the core. You are a bad person. And you're the one for the king of souffle, king still capable. She's a making have fun too. When you are very coward, all you do is use your voice. Go see God to do people thing. You use your voice to send behind people. But one of these days, those same boys will turn back on you because their lives will be destroyed. Keep on saying you're going to send boys. Keep on saying those things. When it come back on you and your children 20 folds, you will see. You will see. You don't see you have one you're not talking to now. You have boys in Trinidad, you have boys in Barbados, Guyana, everywhere. God knows he's stronger than all of them. God is stronger than all these people. You got to straighten out yourself and stop sending people things to say about other people. If you want, you're going to tell me you have sex with me in a jeep. A 16 girl, she don't have to be 16, but I know it's not just you, because most of the ministers, that's what they do. But you cannot come down your high horse and come and try to tell people, say these things to the girl, that the girl is a big fashion girl. No, you are a police officer already. You cannot, you probably was already a lawyer. You cannot do those things. You cannot deroganize people. That's not a word. Very derogative what you do to people. There's things you have said me, I tell you, I'm not doing that. You get a superimposed photo of the girl, make her look so fat. Tell me, put that on Facebook. I'm not going to do these things. I have some character. I'm a comedian, but I know what I say. If it's not going to bring a laughter, I'm not going to say it. But what you're doing, you're trying to hurt people. And that freaking Hanson will come like a little goggle and say, Hadmund Moidla, Kavini, Volan Dictionary, can just have you go with, oh, the minister this. You know, Richard. Anyway, I don't know you're dealing the two of y'all because it's been a long time y'all been together. And there's something very nefarious about the two of y'all. One of these days, the Lord will come out and say what it is. Today. I just want you all to straighten yourself out. Every day I say I'm not going to go on Facebook. Every day I say I'm not going to come on Facebook. I said, let me just chill out by myself. Because me personally, I want to tell you all that's with impunity. I like that word. I just like it. I believe, and I don't care what you say, I think I'm one of the happiest person alive. This one I was telling this month tell me, God, son, don't give Robbie joke again, Robbie. I said, this must, that's what you're worried about. I said, this must leave Robbie alone. Robbie, no, I'm joking. Robbie been around us. I care what he say, okay? Because I am not lying about the man. I'm just making a joke. We all eat at your house. Robbie Kamajela. And Robbie is cheap for you. He's shis. He's shis. So he's shis. Randy Made woman and back this and said the CD pakamene. Levini, he got on me like this must be whole time parent. That is cheapness. Now sakivache vache. Usufuye mo sa usagaje Robbie. I sufuye gash na kuye fada but bow. But people, just live your life. And one thing I can tell you, you cannot bend the truth. I don't care what people say. The truth will have some way of coming back. When people do things for the wrong reasons, it will come back and bite them in the ass. No matter what you say, it will turn around. It might take years. You might think this person get away with it. You might think you get away with it. Now it will come back sometime if you do a bad thing. We all have done bad things, but let me tell you how it works. I told you about the guru, the Indian guru that saw me, and the man walked up to me. I don't know why. And the man just, I bless you. But what I'm telling you, what you have done in the past, we all have certain things. Like somebody may have tried to have some sex with somebody may have stole somebody's car, somebody may have killed somebody. All of them have consequences. And it's the rules of the earth is the same, almost the same rules with God. Because the law came from the original law. So what a policeman will do, that's how nature works. If you stole a car, they might give you 10 years. So in real life, even though they don't catch you, you might have 10 years of suffering. You might have something. If you kill somebody, and it's a life sentence, the rest of your life, you might have an issue. Now, self-defense is different from killing. Self-defense is a different story. Somebody come to you and you had no other choice but to defend yourself. That's a different story. But if you maliciously just go kill somebody, which you can afford, like you go home, take a gun, come back, go take a cut, that you're going to pay for that. That is just wickedness. Once you leave the scene and you go, or once you plot to do things like that, that's a different story. But if it happens impulsively, spontaneously, that is a forgiven act. Myself psychologist, myself philosopher. But Richard Frederick, I'm warning you. The things you make up and send for people to say, you need to stop it. You need to stop it. You need to stop it and stop pretending you are good. Because I know the way you treat Philip J. Pierre. You don't treat him right. You don't treat, no, everybody's afraid of you in that parliament. Everybody's afraid of you. You're like a roving lion. I even saw it myself the day I came to parliament. You did not invite me, but everybody think you invited me. I came to parliament. It was one of Philip J. Pierre's people that invited me. I came there. I see you. They were discussing paying the marijuana, how many plants. Say who can charge Philip J. Pierre just to call the back at the say we check you like a rover. We're gonna do that. I'm like, is this guy the prime minister? This guy is in charge of everything. He's like just a big the spirit of Satan over the place. That's how I look at this man. He need to stop this thing, man. He need to stop this behavior. And if you don't stop sending things for people to say about everybody, consequences going to happen to you. There were things that can be put together to prosecute you, Richard Frederick. So chill out yourself. Chill out yourself. Because remember, every time I talk to you, when I used to talk to you, from the time we had fights back in the beginning, I always tell you, North Carolina is a one-party state. And I don't know if you figure out what I was saying. I've been telling you that for 10 years. What that means is I don't have to get your consent to record what you say to me. I don't have to get the consent of somebody who was somewhere together with you that had to consent to record it. Nobody have to give me consent. It's a one-party state. You can record me or I can record you. I don't have to tell you that. I remember I've been telling that for almost 7 years. Whenever I started telling you. That is important to put in your head. Okay? Because a police officer actually, I got him recorded and he made a story about me. And when I went to court, I played the tape. Everybody was shocked. They had to dismiss it. So remember what I'm telling you. North Carolina is a one-party state. All I'm telling you, the things you do in your life, it will come back. It will come back. It will come back. It will come back on this earth. Moi, juste son enfant devait commit suicide. Moi, juste un devait commit suicide 1 day ago. And you can commit suicide if you continue doing the things you're doing. If you continue doing the bad things you're doing and pretending you are Mr. God, after you know you are so bad. And let me tell you something. This man used to tell me, a lot of people tell me, man, the way Richard talking, man, this guy cannot be lying. This guy is telling the truth. Let me tell you something. I've listened to my father talk like a God. And my father, I went to, listen, and I have to say, I don't care if a brother and sister always tell me, oh, daddy will, because you're getting from him. I came to St. Lucia and I took all my documents from America to take a loan in the bank. My uncle said to me, he's going to give me a piece of land for $60,000. We're going to take the loan. I will owe the bank $60,000. And then I will give my uncle $30,000. And and I will have 40,000 and I will go back to the United States of America. I took my loan, I took my credit report, I brought it to the bank. It was the approval was done. I came and see my father. I said, "Hello, Siri, what's going on?" My father said to me, "What you in St. Lucia for?" I said to my father, "My uncle is gonna give me a piece of land. We're gonna take it. He's gonna give me 40,000." He said, "No, no, 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 no. Ah, mwen gen ba ou chote ki a maka. Mwen gen vande ba ou pour $7 a square foot. Mais mwen just can charge you $2. So it was supposed to be $110,000. We put, I think he put the $10,000 down. So there's a balance of 98,000. So we have a check coming at $98,000. He's supposed to get 40,000 and give me $58,000. That was the case. We went to Dibule. Dibule signed the document, the one that's right there across the street from Dibule Bottling Company, right by the bridge. Me and Cox went there. I had to leave because I had to go back to work. I gave Cox power of attorney with my father there. And Dibule can tell you that. The man took the whole check for himself, never gave me $1. And I was going to Cox tell me, me say, more. And then Cox said, what me do us? Me put a voodoo on our head. How me take all the money like that? Cox know everything. That's why he spoke quickly. He know everything. So let me tell you something. When people pretend they're good, this is what happened. And when he said to me, "Oh, I will give you more land," I never came to St. Lucia for land. I was broke, and my uncle was going to help me out. He took the money, and I will die today. This is what happened. No matter what the family says, no matter what the family believes, and that is why he does his things, because nobody challenges him when he do his nonsense. He took the whole $98,000. Now, after a year or so, I just stopped paying the land. My house in VHD. But this is what happened. So when people are coming and tell you nonsense, the truth is the truth. He did it. I don't care what he said. And I felt that was really disgusting for me to. I left with 4,000 US to come and buy some land in St. Lucia and to do the document. And Stevenson King, brother, came and surveyed the land for me. And me say, même dis-moi Stevenson King, pardon. Stevenson King, c'est Prime Minister, pas quand même parler Bali. So I know all these things happened during that time. And the lady who did the loan was Miss Warner. Miss Warner did the loan. I gave her the 4,000. She was still coming to 1,000 now. Cox dit moi, nous avons acheté truck Miss Cad, nous avons mis des bananes. Because if I hear my move comme ça. Okay? These are the facts of the story. Now, he did not steal my money, but he messed me up on a deal. That was his land. He could have told me he wants 7,000. I would not buy it because I did not come and buy it. I came because I was broke to come back with some money to fix up my business. I went back up with nothing. Plus, I had to be paying 500 US a month. And that thing ate me my whole life. And I feel how my father can do that to me. He did it. He know he did it. And then he telling me, "Oh, he give me a more piece of land in Mac." Comment give you? And Cox même, il dit, lovia après terre. Cox qui couille moi, il me dit, "You still paying for that land?" The river take half of the land. Big John même dit moi, "Cyril gonna love your mama when he come." So that's the truth. And I swear in the name of God, that is the truth. That is what happened. And whatever you want to twist it and turn it, twist it and turn it. Those of you that saying he didn't do it is because he paying your rent for y'all. He buying houses for y'all. He paying your vehicle for y'all. He divorcing y'all. He got tout bagay besoin. C'est pour ça qu'on dit ça. But to me, what he did to me was wrong. Period. Adios, I won't excuse. So when you see Richard talking his shit, when you see the serious side, you have a piece of kibabo. Piece of kibabo. Bon. Now Rich comment like Magali. I'm the king, don't worry. Let me see if I can exit this thing. Oh dear. Let me see, exit. Let me go full screen. Bon, Magali, tu vas pas dire. Qu'est-ce que ma coton n'a bloqué? N'a bloqué ma coton, n'a bloqué. All right, so let's read. I'm sure I'm going to block again. All right, how are you going to block, eh? Oh, me block. I'm just doing the blocking thing there. Now if you comment like na block. So sus out in the comment like it is a blocking. By the TA fit ma. Okay, CJ, I think that's your last view of the KKR show. Bye bye. I hope one day you. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Another block. Today's a blocking session. Let's see. Block now block. Block now block. Make now block. Malina said Rose. She going just now. She's at work. You want to see her? I had a thing for KKR. Your opportunist. You okay? Norman, when I block, today for. I'm just blocking this morning. Don't worry. C'est moi qui block. Nice back. Thank you, Jennifer Charles. Check. Which is always coming from people. You see. All right. Let me block you. See, the people, if you mind yourself monologue, you're still Cavini. You're still Cavini. You're still Cavini Capale. This is a monologue. Okay. So I block who I have to block. Have a great day. Keep on watching KK. The news is coming.